Walk to the Lifechanyuan Era. Jiefeng. The human life is precious. Every year is as rare as golden flowers, and every day is as precious as pearls. The people alive should not waste time but climb the highest apex of life to make life fill with vitality and shine with golden radiances. Only in this way, one will not regret accomplishing nothing for his life and shame to muddle along every day, but will be proud of one's splendid human life and contributing one's painstaking talents and efforts to the most beautiful cause of all human beings as we move towards the end of our journey recalling the past. To initiate Lifechanyuan Era for all human beings is the noblest and greatest and most splendid cause. And this aspiration belongs to the Mahayana Buddha Dharma and belongs to the sunlit path, which is full of marvelous and charming scenery and directly connects to the celestial gate of life. Everyone will be a noble and virtuous person, a person breaking away from the vulgar interests, a person beneficial to all human beings, a person following the way of the greatest creator with an open mind, a real Christian, a devout disciple of the Buddha, a sage gathering all the wisdom and quality of saints, and a real communist if you devote your most precious time, all intelligence and wisdom to Lifechanyuan Era. At the end of this road it will be the other shore of heaven. At that time you have achieved your quality of celestial being and Buddha. The celestial sail will come to you and pick you up to your happiest homeland you dreamed about. It is the wish of the greatest creator, the hope of Christ, the intention of the Buddha, the utmost ideal of all sages and wise men and the most aspiring era of all masses to move towards Lifechanyuan Era. For this we will pay everything we own because only in this way we can possess the most valuable human life. And the most profound instructions of Christ and Buddha imply in this. The most beautiful wish of all sages and wise men condenses in this. All the expectations of the kind heart and industrious people converge in this. All the people who are willing to cultivate oneself with the qualities of celestial being and Buddha, all the people who are willing to devote all his efforts to the beautiful ideal of mankind, all the people who are willing to climb the summit of life and human life, all the self-refiners and self-improvers who hope to enter into the heaven homeland, let's move together towards Lifechanyuan Era. Once stepping on the road of initiating Lifechanyuan Era, we will receive the Tao from our founded living principle, in which our real spirits exist, and from which our great talents and super-morality develop. From then on, our vision will be vast and limitless, our mind will be delighted every moment, we will be united with heaven and earth, united with the greatest creator, we will walk with God, Buddha, celestial being and sage together, we will not be constrained by wealth, rank and poor, we will not indulge in private interest, we will not make mistakes because of our own prejudice, and we will not commit a crime or a sin for our own desires. The biggest feature of Lifechanyuan Era is that families, religions, political parties and countries will completely disappear in the world, and the society will be person of virtue won't be abandoned away from government, honesty prevails throughout the world. No one pockets anything found on the road, doors unnecessarily to be shut in the evening for no thieves drop in. Heaven had a soul makes nature pure and innocent, makes wind and rain come on time. Land had a soul makes all living things be flourish. Person had a soul makes him her be charming and happy. In our human life, if we just live for our own family, we will deviate from the Lifechanyuan Era. If we just live for our own interest of religion, political party, nationality and country, we will also deviate from the Lifechanyuan Era. The life deviating from Lifechanyuan Era is downfall in life. And the human life deviating from Lifechanyuan is not worth respecting, admiring, imitating, eulogizing and even speaking of. And such human life is far from the celestial life of upper world but just as close to the animal life of the lower world. To initiate Lifechanyuan Era is the theme of the epoch, the inevitable trend and also the only road for humans to save ourselves so as to step on the civilized and splendid course, and this is the only bright path for us. In the future, these people who are complacent on the mightiness of their own country will be despised by those who strive for initiating Lifechanyuan Era. Those who talk endlessly about defending their own religious doctrine and interest will be disdained by those who move towards Lifechanyuan Era. These who are bustling about just for the interest of their own political party will be disdained by those who move towards Lifechanyuan Era. And those who are complacent on the wealth of their own families will be disdained by those who move towards Lifechanyuan Era. Only such people will receive the respect of these who move towards Lifechanyuan Era. No matter you are rich or poor, on the high status or low one, no matter your political background, educational attainments, nationalities, race, gender, or age, as long as you regarding the whole world as one big family and you having a good aspiration and wish for the happiness of this big family, you will receive their respects. As long as you speak a good word, do a good thing, write a good article, or pay your painstaking effort for Lifechanyuan Era, you will receive respects because you are an educated people, a brainy man, a person with benevolent heart and beautiful mind, and a person deserve the blessing of the greatest creator. The confusing era of man seeking for solution has come to an end, and the progressing road for all human beings has become clear. Unifying all laws into their roots and all religions into one, we will open the halcyon days, move towards Lifechanyuan Era, enter into the holy realm of great harmony. Since then, all people can share the well-being bestowed by the greatest creator. The messengers from the heaven will bless human with happiness and peace for 1,000 years. It is the best road for human life and wonderful road for self-refining and self-improving to initiate and move towards Lifechanyuan Era.
上帝王国的公民应当这样。
The codes of behavior for citizens. In the kingdom of the greatest creator. Jiefeng. Full of gratitude. Only with gratitude can people obtain real pleasure and sublime the quality of his life. Only with gratitude can people be optimistic and take things philosophically, and scale the barriers of jealousy, greed, anger, fury, complaint, and resentment, and cross the one-plank bridge built along the cliff safely and smoothly to reach the ideal realm. Only with gratitude can one fully enjoy the pleasure, happiness, freedom, and blessing in the kingdom of the greatest creator. Without gratitude, one will always live a life of high alert and face dangers everywhere. Be grateful. Be grateful for everything that the greatest creator has endowed you. Be grateful for living in the kingdom of the greatest creator. Be grateful for everything that the people in the home have done for you. Be grateful for the teachings and guidance offered by Jesus Christ, Buddha Sakyamuni, the celestial Lao Tzu, the Prophet Muhammad, and generations of sages and saints. Be grateful, and the road ahead will be flat and smooth, with endless groves of flowers blooming profusely and flocks of birds twittering and flitting in the sky. Be ungrateful, and the road ahead will be shrouded with dense dark clouds, and overgrown with thistles and thorns, and so full of twists and turns that it will be extremely difficult for you to trudge through. Completely unselfish. People who are completely unselfish are like glittering and translucent crystals, and the endlessly expansive sky with drifting white clouds, and are like the murmuring limpid streams and blooming gorgeous flowers. They are symbols of beauty and incarnations of love, the messenger of kindness and angels of sincerity. The heavenly kingdom is theirs and the freedom is theirs. Once a person harbors selfish desires, he will be like a fruit or melon with a rotten core. The source of happiness has been blocked, and he will be deliberately provocative and make trouble out of nothing and cause distress to others. He will stir riot and unrest among the harmonious group, stinking like a pool of feces and buzzing around like a blowfly. Be always diligent and amicable. Diligence makes people rich and refined. Laziness makes people poor and hideous. Gentleness makes people magnanimous, peaceful, and cozy. Malice makes people short-sighted and narrow-minded. The hard-working people are like the bees that fly among seas of flowers to gather honey. The lazy people are like fleas and lice that suck blood from animals. Gentleness is like fresh breeze. Malice is like a sharp dagger that is thrusted randomly. Citizens living in the kingdom of the greatest kingdom should be always diligent and amicable. Any laziness and malice will eventually forfeit one's freedom and happiness, will block the bridge to happiness, and will cause the loss of the Garden of Eden. Cherish the time and opportunity that you enjoy. If you cherish it, you will not complain. If you cherish it, you will take good care of everything that you have. If you cherish it, you will be prudent in action and words so that you will not cause misery and hurt to others. If you cherish it, you will gradually become colorful, auspicious light that bring good luck to other people. If you cherish it, you will take advantage of the opportunity that arises to accumulate merits and virtue instead of complaining and finding fault with everything, and becoming a grueling and disgusting burden to the group. Be reasonable, highly cultured and steeped in propriety. The citizens in the kingdom of the greatest creator are all reasonable, highly cultured and steeped in propriety. They are apt to learn culture, dance and song, music, poetry, admiration and appreciation. They have good breeding and training. They are refined and courteous and amiable when getting along with others. They are never rude and gross and fierce-browed. They often help others to achieve success instead of gossiping and spreading scandals. They will never have pettiness of character and always have a tightly knit brow, haggling over trifles and trying to fathom and figure out what is other people's mind. They always conform to order and never interrupt abruptly. They always speak clearly and straightforwardly instead of blabbering without stop. Reasonable and highly cultured people steeped in propriety emanate charming fragrance, and are welcome everywhere instead of being avoided like a plague. They never importune, never argue irrationally, they are never egoistic, and they never cause unhappiness and unpleasantness to others. Have a calm mind and a smiling face and be good at games. The citizens of the greatest Creator are always dignified, sacred and serene and elegant. They are not restless and flippant. They are as sedate as the green mountain, as serene as the green pool, and they are like the budding flowers and pleasantly warm breeze. They always walk so gently and gracefully, carrying their gait so elegantly. Every knitting of the brows, every laughter, and every movement conforms to propriety. They will not scurry about, they are not flustered as if sitting on a bed of thorns, they will not engage in reckless yelling. They are good at games and can be immersed in them. Because they are the angels of happiness, the happy children of the greatest Creator, the chosen few favored by heaven and the incarnation of perfection, they can always bring joy, happiness, and good luck to others, instead of keeping a straight face and looking sanctimonious and poker-faced, without any vitality.
请了解生命禅院的性质。
Please understand the nature of Lifechanyuan. Xiefeng. March 17, 2018. Translated by Qin Yu and edited by Peter. The mission of Lifechanyuan is to revere the greatest Creator, revere life, revere nature, and follow the way of the greatest Creator. The way of the greatest Creator is the way of nature. The purpose of Lifechanyuan is to reap the ripe crops. The byproduct of Lifechanyuan is to create a brand new mode of production and life for mankind that is completely different from the traditional mode, so that mankind and human life can last for 1,000 years in a state of harmonious coexistence between man and society, and man and nature. This 1,000-year period is called Lifechanyuan Era. The instructors of Lifechanyuan are Jesus Christ, Buddha Shakyamuni, Celestial Laozi, and all the saints and sages in the history of mankind. Xiefeng is the tour guide of Lifechanyuan, the messenger of the ancestor of Buddha, the greatest Creator, and the incarnation of God, Buddha, celestials, and saints. The duty of Xiefeng is to guide Chanyuan celestials to the 1,000-year world, the 10,000-year world, and the celestial islands continent. Lifechanyuan is not a political organization, not a religious organization, or any type of social organization. Therefore, there are no legal provisions, rules and regulations or commandments of any form in Lifechanyuan, let alone any form of political or religious rituals. Lifechanyuan does not belong to any country, political and religious organization, nationality, any kind of culture, nor does it belong to human beings. Lifechanyuan is not against any country, any government, any ethnic group, any political party, any religion, any faction, or any person. Lifechanyuan does not engage in any purely profit-oriented production and operation activities, does not engage in any political or social activities against the government and society, and does not engage in any supernatural, magical, or mysterious activities, does not engage in activity that completely deviates from facts, science, logic, and spirituality. Everything in Lifechanyuan is clear, so we do not discuss, argue, or debate with others. If you are resonant with the Chanyuan values, you should just follow the guide. If you think you are right, then just do what you think is right. Everything is built based on volunteerism. We do not force each other and do not try to persuade each other. Do not try to guide Lifechanyuan, and Lifechanyuan will never try to impose its will on anyone. Lifechanyuan does not cooperate with any country, political party, religion, organization, or any individual. Lifechanyuan implements a Superman philosophy that is, either you listen to me and you completely obey me, or I listen to you and I completely obey you. If you listen to me, I will be responsible for all the consequences. If I listen to you, you will be responsible for all the consequences. There is no consultation, no discussion or democracy. Or we do everything separately, follow our own paths, and mind our own business. Lifechanyuan implements holographic management. It is neither the rule of a legal system such as the United States, nor the rule of men such as China, nor the combination of politics and religion such as Iran, but the rule of Tao. The Internet is the primary form of communication for Lifechanyuan. Therefore, everything in Lifechanyuan is centered on the web. With the Internet as a link and bridge, we do not engage in private propaganda activities that are outside of the Internet, let alone conduct door-to-door publicity and service like Jehovah's Witnesses. Neither will we go to crowded places for publicity, nor will we put up banners and slogans anywhere. Lifechanyuan does not cultivate management talents, does not encourage people to be great, does not encourage people to be rich, does not encourage people to be the elites in society, does not encourage people to be the best kind of man, does not encourage people to glorify their ancestors and become famous, and does not encourage people to become stars. Lifechanyuan only cultivates people to possess the qualities of truth, goodness, beauty, love, faith, and honesty, and only cultivates people with the education, cultivation, and self-restraint required for life in the kingdom of heaven. Tao will manage the birth, growth, punishment, and destruction of everything. Xiefeng only serves as a tour guide. He does not reward or punish anyone, let alone cultivate anyone consciously. It is up to the greatest creator to judge who is right or wrong, and it is up to Tao to assess our merits and faults. Divine punishments, though slow, are always sure, which is beyond the intelligence of the human mind. The heavenly robe is seamless, while human consciousness cares about one and forgets the other. There are only 3 things for you to do after becoming a Chanyuan celestial. Pay back your debts and end your worldly ties. Accumulate your merits and virtues through serving and dedication. Improve your quality and go to heaven. Only those who have great blessings, great fortune, and a great fate will become Chanyuan